What's easiest for you? Do I need to
I
move?
need you to sit up like that.
Okay. Ready? You got it. Use your legs, not your back.
Oh, I know.
I know. You got it. You got it. You got it. Okay. Thank you. You're such a sweetie. Easy peasy. Making my life easy. Thank you. I was really big into sports when I was younger, and we had like a family-oriented lifestyle, so it was always my family spending time together. My dad would go to my sports events, so would my mom. I did swim and lacrosse, then I started doing cheer. I was really into social aspects of life, so I was hanging out with a lot of friends mostly, that kind of thing. I knew that I wanted to do something with athletic training because during high school I actually internshiped with my athletic trainer and like fell in love with like sports medicine because sports were always a big part of my life before. So that was my goal, was just go to Florida State, get my degree, and then figure life out after that. I was going down to Naples before Thanksgiving. I actually had missed my sister's birthday, which she will never let me forget, because I was supposed to come up here, but I decided to go to Naples instead to see Anelda. And we went on the boat, and then we were out there having fun and stuff, and the friend that was driving the boat said we're gonna stop to swim, so I was like, okay, let's go. And we stopped to swim, and before he had told me how shallow it was, or even checked, I guess, I dove off head first because I used to be a swimmer, so I know how to dive. Dove off head first, and then there was a sandbar that you couldn't see, it wasn't visible.
But yeah, we all like watched her just dive right in, like, and then immediately you could see like her body just like floated up to the top, and we had to like go and drag her out because like everything just shows like everything happens like so quick in just a second, you know.
When she dove and she hit her head and she broke her neck, the trauma of the sandbar to her head caused the breakage of the bone in her neck, which then put the pressure on the spinal cord, which then resulted in paralysis and everything below where she got injured.
In the beginning of my injury, the challenges were that I was thinking I was gonna be alone. So I was always super independent financially and just emotionally. So I wasn't speaking to my mom or my dad during the time, or my brother really. The only person I really had contact with was my sister. So I was assuming I was gonna wake up in the hospital and have to deal with this injury on my own. Because my mom had to pull herself together because, you know, after hearing her kid breaking her neck, like she told me she fell to her knees, and that kind of thing was hard to hear. Because for me, I have a pretty good attitude about things. I'm positive. I'm just living with it. You know, it happened. I did it to myself. So I rather have people be happy for me in my situation than sad, because that makes me upset when other people are upset for me.
When you kind of hear the word paralyzed, you're kind of like, what does that even mean? What does that entail? So the first thing I did is I just started researching anything that I could. I was like, what does this mean? I was talking to her doctors. Any information I could get, I was like, I have to know everything about this topic before I freak out. That's like how I calmed myself down. I feel like definitely our roles kind of switched in a sense, because I was always so used to her, you know, taking care of me and being the one that was always there for me. And so when this happened, like, I knew that I was going to be someone that she really needed in this process. And so I feel like I kind of stepped into the role of helping her and taking care of her.
I had a year without a caretaker, so I was laying in bed every day while my mom was at work and my sister was at school. And that's when I realized that I really want to get independent and be able to take care of myself, because I have people that care about me, but I don't want to rely on them for everything, because if something happens and they're not willing to help, I'm kind of on my own. So that was the moment where I decided that I needed to get independent, and I started looking into caretakers to help me get to that point. And then me and Heather got close my second round of rehab, and she decided to start helping me get independent with things. So
We usually break it down, right? Looking at their day-to-day life. And what did you do prior to your injury, and what do you want to be able to get back to? So it's just taking what's important to each person and focusing on that and doing whatever we can do to help them reach their goals to be as independent as possible.
I don't like sitting in my chair a bunch. I hate it, and I'm in it constantly, so I love transfers. I'll transfer to the bed, I'll transfer to the couch, I'll transfer to the sofa, like transfer to a hair salon chair. Like, I'm always just in and out of my chair, so transfers are a big deal.
So for Eden, getting up in the morning, it's not just rolling over, popping up. She uses her arms to help get her legs out of bed. Then she has to sit up on the edge of the bed, and then transferring to get into her chair She uses what we call a slide board, and it's just used to bridge the gap between the bed and her wheelchair. And then she uses the muscles that she has in her arms to slide from the bed to her chair. So that's what a transfer is. Yeah. It's been so much fun to watch her progress in her function from needing 99% of help to move from point A to point B to now doing 99% of the work herself. Has been just a blast to watch her grow and progress and just not give up and just keep working. She's like, this is what I got. I'm going to make it happen. Let me try it. Let me figure it out. And we're going to do this.
Yeah, it was just funny. All the sorority girls, when I went down there to visit after I was in my wheelchair, one of the girls was like, oh my God, your arms are so skinny now. I was like, yeah, there's only half of them that work, like.
She inspires me every day by just doing what she does. I think that the platform that she's built for herself on social media is incredible. I think that her deciding that she wants to take this accident that happened to her, for most people would seem devastating and, you know, life-crushing. For her to take it and make it a positive thing and turn it into, I want to help other people who are like me.
TikTok, for me, it has helped, like I said, with my confidence a lot. Some people might just see, oh, it's just a girl in her crop tops in a wheelchair. But to me, that means, like, I'm still wearing the same thing that I did before. I'm still being the same person that I was before. I'm not gonna let me being in a wheelchair stop me from dressing or acting or saying the things that I've said, you know? So the way that I see it, when people say I'm inspirational and that I've impacted them, I don't see it that way. I see it as I'm living my life. I need to do what I need to do. So if y'all look at that and you think it's inspirational, that's awesome. But like, that's not something that I see in myself every day, I guess, and that's something that I'm adjusting to, is people thinking that I'm great just for doing normal life things, getting out of bed in the morning, and, you know, that's, I don't know if I'm really doing that, but I'm trying, that's what I'm saying, so.